Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I only want you to watch Movie Planet.
Greetings, movie friends. Welcome to Movie Planet, where the classic meets the fantastic. Science fiction has captured my imagination since I was a young boy and continues to do so to this day. There are so many excellent films in this genre that it makes creating a personal list of the best so difficult. This is a list of what I believe are the 17 best sci-fi films of all time. I invite you to revisit them by enjoying this list. So, without further ado, let's get to the countdown. Number 17. The Day the Earth Stood Still. What if aliens came to Earth and told us, you better get your shit together and stop acting like a-holes or we'll just terminate you? That's a scenario that I believe could happen one day, and this movie gives us food for thought. Also, the remake with Keanu Reeves isn't too bad either. Number 16. The Thing. Man, it's like John Carpenter was trying to top the gruesome chestburster scene from Alien with this one. Just the gruesomest body horror I've ever seen in a movie. The plot of the movie has you wondering who is still human and who is now a shape-shifting, disgusting monster. Number 15. The War of the Worlds. Taken from the classic novel by H.G. Wells, the invading Martian ships are still able to instill terror with their intimidating slow hover as they destroy everything in their path. I remember the pounding noise the serpentine heads made just before they shot their heat rays. It sounded like a robotic, accelerated heartbeat. It provoked a primal fear somehow. Number 14. Starman. Halloween, The Thing, Escape from New York. Those are probably the films most associated with John Carpenter. But I feel that Starman is a forgotten gem. A similar plot to E.T., but a very different tone and feeling. It is bare bones as far as sci-fi razzle-dazzle. But what makes this movie special are the performances by Jeff Bridges and Karen Allen. It is a very touching film, and you'll be moved. Watch it and you'll see. Number 13. Minority Report. There was no way a Spielberg movie was going to be left out of this list. Yet another movie adapted from a Philip K. Dick story. And other than Tom Cruise's intense performance, it is Philip K. Dick's DNA that drives the plot of this movie forward. Full of suspense and thrills, this movie is a sci-fi gem. Philip K. Dick's mind is such a goldmine for new movie ideas. Possibly my favorite Tom Cruise movie. Number 12. Metropolis. Watching this movie is like time traveling to what a future could look like from a 1920s point of view. Behind the breathtaking visuals, the film makes us think of the price we pay as a society for having technology and industry. Without this movie, we probably don't have the premise for many of the sci-fi classics we would get later. Number 11. Total Recall. Adapted from the story, we can remember it for you wholesale by one of the most fascinating writers of sci-fi, Philip K. Dick. Total Recall is irreverent, funny, terrifying, and thought-provoking. Loaded with intrigue and action, Verhoeven managed to direct another sci-fi classic. No matter how many times I've watched it, it never feels like it got stale. All the performances are so excellent. One of Arnold's best roles. Number 10. Star Wars. I've heard it said many times that Star Wars is more fantasy than sci-fi. Nah, it's sci-fi. After seeing it as a kid, I considered it my favorite movie. But then I saw Superman the movie in '78. Star Wars broke the mold and reset the bar for sci-fi, fantasy, and adventure movies. I still have great appreciation for Star Wars and its contribution to American culture. Oh yeah, I'll never forget that they didn't give my boy Chewbacca a medal at the end of the movie. But I forgive you, George. Number 9. The Abyss. James Cameron was still proving that he was one of the sci-fi masters with this beautiful movie. Basically Alien but deep underwater, except the aliens made us realize that we were the monsters. Ed Harris and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio give stellar performances. Number 8. The Empire Strikes Back. Yes, this one's the best of the original trilogy. The Battle of Hoth has got to be one of the best set pieces ever. I was fascinated by the AT-ATs as soon as I saw them in the trailer. George Lucas made everyone's jaw drop when Darth Vader revealed to Luke that he was his father. Genius. Just genius. I consider this movie to be the pinnacle of the Star Wars saga and has yet to be dethroned. Number 7. Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Just when you thought that James Cameron couldn't top himself, he goes and makes T2. This has it all: a nuclear nightmare, time travel, Terminators, liquid Terminators, badassery a la Sarah Connor, spectacular VFX and performances by all. Arnold's T-100 and Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor have tremendous character arcs carried over from the first Terminator movie. If you're gonna rewatch this, I recommend you watch the director's cut. It's the best. Number 6. Predator. Did you know that Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme, was originally cast as a Predator, and that he did in fact shoot some scenes in the costume? Thank God he quit and Kevin Peter Hall took over his role as the Predator and gave us an absolutely incredible performance for the ages. Arnold gave us probably the most quoted line of all time: "Get to the chopper!" Also, Carl the Great Weathers gave us a superb performance as Dylan too. Rest in peace, legend. Number 5. Blade Runner. Another movie based on a short story by Philip K. Dick called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Blade Runner is a very stunning vision of the future. It's genius and one of Ridley Scott's best. Harrison Ford is great as Deckard. Or is it Deckard? Number 4. Aliens. An alien queen, colonial marines in space, more xenomorphs, more facehuggers, more action, a solid story, explosions, spaceships, androids, and oh yeah, more Sigourney. What's not to love about Aliens? Avatar is amazing, but Aliens still kicks Avatar's ass.
You are watching Movie Planet. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, and share. Be sure to click the bell icon to get notified when Movie Planet has new content. And now, back to our show.
Number 3. 2001: A Space Odyssey. This movie was beyond its time in 1968 and possibly still may be ahead of its time today. There is so much to unpack in this masterpiece. Mesmerizing visual effects, intriguing performances, and a realistic look at commercial space travel, and a terrifying glimpse of what AI could be if it became fully sentient. Stanley left clues in this movie the way Leonardo da Vinci left us clues in his paintings. Number 2. Terminator. This is a movie that made me a James Cameron and Schwarzenegger fan for sure. All the practical effects still fascinate me to this day. Michael Biehn and Linda Hamilton are fantastic in this film, as is the supporting cast. It is quite possibly the perfect sci-fi movie. Number 1, Battlefield Earth.
You gotta be shitting me, bro.
Just kidding. Just kidding, you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The real number 1, Alien. We must give so much credit to the originator of this spectacular story, the late Dan O'Bannon. Also huge credit to the mesmerizing art of H.R. Giger. Giger created the greatest space creature of all time, the Xenomorph, who is fondly referred to as Big Chap. Alien changed the landscape of sci-fi and of all movies forever. Oh yeah, Sigourney Weaver is perfect. Honorable mentions. Well, movie friends, there you have it. Movie Planet's 17 best sci-fi films of all time. What do you think? Did I leave a movie out that should have been on this list? What's your favorite sci-fi film? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video from Movie Planet. And remember, stay classic, stay fantastic.
Take care, fantastic friends. See you next time.